Runey, principal of Attleboro High School, and today we're at Regis College with Mr. Hodges and his students, and we are going to present at Frank Locker's Project-Based Learning Conference 8.0. I'm very proud of Mr. Hodges, Jalen King, and the rest of the students who are presenting a very relevant concept to the attendees today. To be able to be the only high school representatives selected to present at this prestigious conference is an honor for Attleboro High School, and it speaks to the powerful teaching and learning that goes on our building on a daily basis, where we seek to engage Attleboro every day.
The plan was called Operation D-, and one of the schools included in the plan was Park Vista Community High School, where a kid named Justin LeBoy,
that's me,
an 18-year-old honor roll student,
I get straight A's, man,
was in the last semester of his senior year. Justin could hardly believe his luck when a very pretty girl showed up. Not one, but two of his classmates. She sat in front of him. He switched seats. The last name she used was
Rodriguez.
Justin, what drew you to Naomi initially?
Man, she used to fall asleep in class. She was light-skinned, Puerto Rican, Dominican, long hair, mature in the body, like whoa. Like whoa. That's not the only reason I liked her though. He said she moved with the mother to Florida from New York, where dreams are made. Well, so did I. So I said hi. She seemed mature and I talked more. And I was like, what the heck I gotta do to be with you? What the heck I gotta do? What the heck I gotta do to be with you? What the heck I gotta do? Who do I have to be for you to be with me?
You told her all this in class?
Yeah. Well, I texted her, you know. I was like, what the heck I gotta do to be with you? LOL. What the heck I gotta do to be with you? ROFLOL. Who do I have to be for you to be with me? Smiley face. Yes! Next thing you know, we're texting day and night. I trust her right away. Like, whoa! And yo, I never met anyone like her, bro. Yo, she listens to all my problems. I let her copy all my homework. And she was like, no. Well, she didn't say no exactly. I don't know. No. Yeah, I was surprised. I'm a pretty great guy. So. Decided I needed to step my game up. Oh, it's too late to be shy. And so I got in front of the whole class one day, and I serenaded her. I was like, what the heck I gotta do to be with you? What the heck I gotta do? What the heck I gotta do to be with you? What the heck I gotta do? Who do I have to be for you to go to prom with me?
You asked her for prom?
Yeah, I danced and everything. Naomi, I know there's a reason you were transferred here to me. Naomi, I know there's a reason this isn't luck, it's destiny. Naomi, you know me. Will you go to prom with me? I'll think about it. She'll think about it. She'll think about it.
She'll think about it. She said she'll think about it.
She'll think about it.
She'll think about it.
She'll think about it.
She'll think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Yes!
I didn't say yes. I didn't say I'll think about it. I can't tell you my real name, but yes, I can confirm I was asked to the prom.
The undercover officer who played Naomi was 25 years old, a new recruit at the Palm Beach Police Force.
My assignment to pose as a senior and find out who's buying, who's selling. Mostly pills and weeds. You would not believe how easy it is to get pills and weed.
What's the hardest part?
The cafeteria cafeteria. Imagine hundreds of teenagers yelling and running full speed. And the lack of deodorant, let's just say, I would drink at the end of the day. Seriously, these kids need to learn there are consequences in life. If I'm doing my job and I'm doing it right, I am making life safer one school at a time.
So we asked you to the prom.
Right. I gave every excuse. I said it's too expensive, with a totally true, by the way. I told him, look, I'm just a transfer. I wouldn't feel comfortable with all your friends. And it's true, you make friends on the job. Then it ends, you meet kids who are sensitive, smart and defenseless. And those are the ones you remember, the ones that you think about after you're gone. Seriously, these kids need to learn there are consequences in life. If I'm doing my job and I'm doing it right, I am making life safer one school at a time.
Meanwhile,
What the heck I gotta do to be with you?
What the heck I gotta do?
Tell me who I gotta be for you to be with me.
Do you smoke?
What?
You smoke weed?
No, I don't, but if that's what you need, I can find some for you. I can be your supply.
You would do that for me?
I can be your guy. Oh!
Seriously, these
Yes!
kids need to learn there are
Yo!
consequences in
I'll
life.
get
I'm
whatever
doing
you
my
need.
job and I'm doing it right. I am making life safer one school at a time.
what are you thinking as you're trying to get this pot to sell to her?
I'm thinking, what the heck am I doing? Because I don't hang out with guys like that.
So what did you do?
I called a cousin who called his cousin who called his friend, who called a couple dozen cousins because it doesn't end.
My cousin Justin's looking for a little something, something for a certain someone. Some girlie wants to be touching. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something.
We were just discussing our cousin Justin. Wasn't Justin the cousin who just made the honor roll that the college is buzzing? Are we close to our cousin Justin? Are we supposed to trust him? Are we thugs to our cousin Justin? We don't sell drugs, man!
Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something.
Did you get it yet?
No, I'm about to get it.
Is your dealer a student?
I got you, girl. Don't sweat it.
Let me know when you got it.
As soon as I can.
I'll find a way to repay you, Justin.
Oh man, yo, what is up with this fussing? This isn't up for discussion. This is our cousin coming to us. He's our blood and we love him. Oh, look at Justin, he blushing. Our little Justin is crushing. Sorry for rushing your judgment. Why should we get you these drugs?
Love.
What?
Only if you believe in love. Love. Only if you believe in love.
Get him the stuff.
I hand my cousin 25 ducats. I'm sweating buckets. He hands me a sandwich bag with some little green nuggets. I got it for you.
XO, cool.
Do you want it now?
See you at school.
Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something. Everybody's got a cousin who can hook them up with something.
The next day, Justin brought a roll-up baggie of marijuana to school for Naomi.
And I was like, oh my god, I'm actually gonna do this. So we was in class and I sat down right next to her and she was like,
Justin, do you have it?
yeah, I do. And I was like, yeah, you know what? We're gonna wait for you. Because I didn't want to be like, oh hey, and just slide it in a hand or whatever. So we waited. And then she was like,
Okay, here. Put it in my bag.
So I slid it right in there. And then she was like,
Okay, here. Take the money. Justin. Take the money.
I don't want your money. I got this just for you. Keep your money. There's nothing I won't do for you. I'll come through for you every time. Just in time.
Justin, listen, please just take the money.
Naomi, I know there's a reason
You're making me feel guilty. Take the money.
Naomi, I know there's a reason this is.
You really just come through for me. There's only one less thing you need to do for me. Take the money. Take the money. Take the money.
I don't want your money.
The teacher's coming. Take this money, Justin.
You keep your money.
We aren't done. Please take this money, Justin.
I'll come through for you.
Take the money.
Anytime.
Take the money. Take this money, Justin.
Justin would later find out it's a felony in Florida to sell marijuana. The penalty is even harsher for selling on school property. In other words, Justin had made an irreversibly bad decision, and since he was over 18, he was legally an adult when he made it.
Seriously, these kids need to learn there are consequences in life. I am doing my job. I am doing it right. I am making life safer one school at a time.
In May, the police arrested 31 students in several schools. Justin was one of them.
Freeze! You have the right to remain silent!
Everybody who sells drugs to undercover cops is busted. Everybody who sells drugs to undercover cops is busted. Everybody who sells drugs to undercover cops is busted. Everybody who sells drugs to undercover cops is busted.
He spent a week in jail wondering what would happen next.
It's your word against hers. The cops have every text. The cops have every text. The cops have every text. Don't worry, girl, I got the stuff, I got you.
He knew he'd lose in court. He had to take a plea.
3 years probation, I pled guilty to the felony.
What? A felony? A nickel bag's a felony? What? Just to say goodbye to college, they got you.
I don't want to go into too much detail, but drugs hit really close to home for me. I've seen the effects of cocaine, and marijuana, and ecstasy.
With family members?
Yes. I've seen what drugs can do to a family. And that's all I want to say about it.
Do you wish someone like you had done this type of work?
Yes, and I hope someone like me keeps doing it. But still, there are kids that you remember, the ones that you think about after you're gone.
During the week he spent in jail, Justin couldn't help but think about Naomi.
She was a light-skinned, Puerto Rican Dominican, long hair, mature in the body like, whoa. That's not the only reason I liked her though. Yo, if it had been a guy coming up to me, asking me for drugs, I would have been like, no, get out of my face. I don't hang out with people like that. It's because it was her.
Have you talked to her since all of this happened?
No, I would love to. I would love to have that conversation.
What do you think you would say?
I would say, what the heck did you do? What the heck did you do? Naomi. What the heck did you do?
Natalia, Katrina, and Riley. What you just saw was an extremely short musical by Lin-Manuel Miranda called 21 Chump Street. I chose this topic in order to illuminate the hard facts about extreme drug charges and the mass incarceration rates of people of color in the United States, and how we got here. When my awesome AP US teacher, Mr. Hodges, told us about the project, and that it was about a problem facing the US, I knew right away what I wanted to do. I picked this form of presentation because I am extremely into the performing arts, and the topic resonated with me. I'm a woman of color in America, and I have seen firsthand what the justice system can do to a person. No, I have never been arrested, and I hopefully never will, but the odds of people, my family, and myself getting arrested are staggering. I did not realize the complexity and scale of the problem until I did my own research and concluded that as a black woman, I am 10 times more likely to be arrested than a white person for drug offenses. That's pretty crazy, huh? I also found out that black Americans represent 56% of people arrested for drug crimes, even though we only make up 13% of the population. And as you can conclude from the musical, being arrested for even a minor drug crime can destroy your life and everything you have worked for. This issue stems from Reagan's war on drugs and the racial biases that lurked beneath. After I chose my topic in my former presentation, I had to perfect it. I had frequent meetings with Mr. Hodges in order to discuss and work through problems my project had, and I had weekly rehearsals to work on the presentation of the info I gathered, and the musical we would then perform. My castmates and I spent lots of time preparing our presentation. We were finally able to perform in front of an audience for about 100 teachers and students in a small auditorium at our school. We were received very well by our peers, and many people told us how original and cool our project was. Students who did not particularly like or gravitate towards the arts told us how much they liked it and that it had an impact on them. And that's really what made it all worth it for me. We had put on a show that actually impacted people, and we all had a great time doing it. It taught me so much about myself and the controversial topic, and I am so glad I had the opportunity to make something like this with the people I love. Thank you guys so much.
I just wanted to ask, based on this experience, what do you have for future plans for education or for your social activism, or what do you think?
Is that addressed to?
Neil.
Yep, here you go. Finally get a mic.
Thank you so much. Hi, I actually was really interested in programs in college that would let me do like interdisciplinary programs that would allow me to do performance, social advocacy, because I think that being a person of color and being a woman that we're just so underrepresented in the media, the government, and so many aspects of life that it'd be really great to have someone with educational background to be able to support themselves and support the community as a whole. Thank you.
And for you others who were in the play, how did it impact you, and did it change your future plans in any way?
Who wants to respond? Anybody but you?
For me personally, this had a bit of a personal impact, and I have been interested in performing arts for a while, but part of the reason we all wanted to partake in this project is because growth-based grading and project-based learning has allowed me and has allowed everyone here to stumble and fall and make mistakes and not be penalized for it. It has allowed us to do things like this, to do crazy things, to do 15-minute musicals for a project for school, and it be totally okay and fit within what we want to do. It took the stress off of worrying about grades and put it more on making sure that we understood the content and understood why it was so important what we were doing.
When you guys talk about why you did it as somebody who wasn't in class?
Being a Latina American, I think it's really important what this musical had to offer, representation-wise. I feel as though, the Latin subject is very lightly touched on in the media, especially now recently with what's happening in Puerto Rico. And I just felt like this show had a very big personal connection with me, and I think all projects should have some sort of personal connection. It's definitely key.
Did you get any pushback trying to deal with issues of social justice, or did you get any feedback saying like what you're trying to address isn't real? Did you have to deal with any types of criticisms like that, either from your school or members of your community?
Who's going to respond? Yep.
I would say like all feedback was really positive. I feel like our school is really diverse, and so everyone kind of understood the like what we were trying to convey with this play and like what we were saying, and people really took it well and didn't ask us like, why are we doing a project about this topic?
Thank you guys so much.